Hey everybody, welcome to another 2040. My name is Danny. That's Northern Comfort Tarot. This is my lovely Divine Masculine, Brooke from Empress of Dwell.
What up, you guys?
Yay! Good to see everybody in the chat already. I don't know.
Yeah, well, YouTube did something weird.
YouTube did something weird, took away the go live button. Okay.
I don't know, I think you hit go live or something, baby.
No, I just set it up. That's it, but whatever. Whatever, we are here to love on you
Mariana.
guys.
Hi, David. Y'all can thank David because I was thinking about backing out and going live on Sunday, but I was like, you know what? I'll do it.
So thanks, David, for showing up for us.
Hi, Kate. What's up, love? What y'all up to on this Friday evening?
I'm working outside all day.
That's what I cleaned up inside a little bit.
Yeah, it looks good.
Dishes.
Looks good.
Hung out with Lee and Sherry for a little bit.
Yes. And for those of you from Lee and Sherry, welcome to the Brooke and Danny show. Every Friday night. Well, sometime.
Hi,
most
Aaron.
of the time. And then Sunday nights, we miss out. But we're here. What we're going to do is collective reading first, and then we're going to go into the personal readings. If you'd like a personal reading, there's two options. The first is the $20 option. You get a 3-card pull, and whatever messages we get, we give to you. That's for one question, and then the other is the $40 option for one question also, but we go all in on you, and we give you kind of like a taste of what a full-blown reading is. Not off YouTube, yeah, off YouTube. So like personal.
A full-blown mini reading.
Full-blown mini reading. Yeah.
Waiting for a storm to roll in? Is it going to get to us? That would be nice.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind a storm.
I can feel it coming.
Oh, actually, I just looked out the window. It's pretty dark and gray out there, but
yeah, I had to pick up on my shit real quick.
I wouldn't mind that.
Well, it's coming, I think.
So, most of y'all know how this goes, but if you are new, welcome. Welcome to the Love Vibe Tribe. We do have a Facebook group, Love Vibe Tribe, that you can join where we post on the energies, what's going on with us personally. We do usually post. Have you posted in the... Whenever we go live, we post it in there in the group.
I have not posted yet. We also have a brand new website. Yay, northerncomforttarot.com. Why? Because we haven't decided on a name yet.
Yeah, so if y'all want to help us out, that'd be nice.
So if y'all want to help us out and you think you come up with a name, you can email that to either Northern Comfort Tarot or empressofduality@gmail.com. And if you win, you get a full reading from us. So we're going to... Session, yeah. Full session. Journey to your weighted fate. For all the information, you can check us out on northerncomforttarot.com. And there's also, I posted on the homepage, the radio show we did with Sandra and Alan. That's Twin Flame Divine Fire on TFRradio.com or TFRlive.com.
Aren't we going with them tomorrow?
We are. We're going to be live with them tomorrow on the radio. So if you want to come and check us out.
I'll be getting scared, y'all.
We're going to put the link in the description. We're going to put the link in the Love Vibe Tribe on Facebook, so you're definitely going to want to jump on there and check us out. Hey, Kate. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Aaron. I know she probably went through all you guys. David, number 2 in the chat room tonight.
Listen, I just got to get this out, okay? Oh, my God. Y'all, I don't know what is going on. Well, I guess I do know what is going on, but, like, well, for one, So it's a collective thing, but also it's a personal thing, right? But what I want to talk about is the anxiety. Like, what is going on with the anxiety recently, you guys? Like, as soon as I tapped into the, like, collective energy, it just, like, smacked me.
I had an anxiety attack brushing my teeth.
I don't know what was going on there.
That's been a while since that's happened.
Right. But, you know, I just want to remind you guys, for one, the first thing that I would suggest when it comes to the anxiety is to sit with it. That's the first thing I would suggest. Especially in nature. You kind of just find you a nice little spot in nature and sit with it. Yeah, Kate, 2 days this past week I woke up with a headache. But I don't know if you look into the Schumann resonancy, but it's been kind of like really high. But back to the anxiety. You know, take some time in nature and go. Is there a reason it keeps going red? Am I doing something wrong?
No,
okay.
No, it'll go up and down.
So back to the anxiety. You know, the first thing that I would suggest is to just like sit with it and feel it, right? Because we feel to heal. So feeling that will heal any distortions in your energy or to heal whatever is causing the anxiety. Because let me tell you something. You have to invite energy in. So just like I didn't have any anxiety until I thought about the collective, I thought about the collective and their energy and I invited that energy in, right? To feel it, to see what was going on with you guys. And if you're not one that taps into the collective, you know, I mean, I don't want to say that it, okay, let me just go this way. With the anxiety, so the first thing that I would suggest is to sit with it, to hold yourself, right? And I know some of you, like, who in the chat, do you ever hold yourself? Do you ever love on yourself? Do you ever a little kiss to yourself? Do you ever do that to yourself? And if not, why? And if you don't, then how do you expect someone else to want to love you, right? Okay, so that's one thing. Is give yourself what you would like to receive. Give to others what you would like to receive, right? But, you know, go out in nature and really just sit with Mother Earth. She is really, really good at helping you feel safe to feel what you are already feeling. She is really good at helping you feel safe and trusting yourself to feel your emotions, right? Anxiety is an emotion. And the thing is, once we sit with it for a little bit, usually we'll kind of get some understanding on why it was there to begin with. And it said, yeah, you be kissing yourself, girl? You better.
Hey, Lou, what's up, bro?
Hey, Lou, what's up? You in here? Anxiety attack yesterday on the way to work. Had to pull over. Once I told me I have it playing, it went away. Yes, I'm glad she said that. That's a beautiful, I got a beautiful message from that. Most of the time, you guys, when we're feeling like anxiety and stuff like that, it's because just like a lot of us don't really trust ourselves to sit with our emotions because of the pain. We're afraid of pain. We're afraid of the hurt that's underneath the emotions, right? The inner child, too. When you start to ignore your inner child, when you don't love on yourself and your inner child, when you don't take time to sit with what you're feeling and feel your inner child and nurture her or him, right? They're going to start to throw like a little bit of a temper tantrum. And not to mention, you're like putting them in this box, right? And would you want to sit in a fucking box all day? No, like you want to play, right? And that's another thing that I felt with the energy lately is like the inner child wants to play. So for some of you, your anxiety might not always be something, like it's not always something negative. Just because it doesn't feel the way we prefer doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. So with that being said, like with the anxiety, sometimes you got anxiety because like the little kid inside of you is just like, I want to freaking play. Like, let me play. I want to do something fun. I want to express myself. I want to communicate my truth. I want to play with my friends. I want to be loved on. I want to give love. And meanwhile, we're like isolating ourselves and pulling away from everybody because of the anxiety. When in fact, the anxiety is telling you to connect. Not to pull away, not to disconnect, but to connect, right?
Ooh, man.
Anything you want to add to that?
Anxiety. When I have anxiety that shows up, one thing that Spirit taught me, even before I was like really awake, was to go into your heart space and feel something that you unconditionally love. That should be yourself in the end, but if you have a hard time with that, that's a good place to start. But your kids or your dog or your cat, something you connect to unconditionally love, right? Unconditional love.
Something that makes you feel safe is basically what he's saying.
And
that's a good start.
Let it fill up your heart, right? And let it just overflow into your body and then flow outward outside of you. It only takes about 30 seconds, but I guarantee you that's going to snap you out of your anxiety attack. Absolutely. It worked way better than Ativan, that's for sure.
So if you've tried that, if you're like, I try to love my dog, I try to get out of my head and into my heart, and I can't get out of my head and into my heart because I'm feeling so anxious. Well, sometimes the first step is, like I said before, is we kind of have to establish trust. Because for a lot of us, especially if you resonate with Danny and I's energy, for a lot of us, there's an inner child within us that kind of lost trust in us. AKA, you don't really trust yourself, right? And, an example I can give of that is like the first time you ever suppressed your voice, like when you didn't speak your truth because you were scared of how someone was going to judge you, or you were scared of being, put down, or someone not accepting your truth. So then you shut your voice down. You shut your inner child down, right? And then to the inner child, you're communicating, oh, you're not good enough. Oh, I don't really know if that perspective is worthy to be expressed. Oh, I don't really know if I trust what I'm feeling, or if I trust that thought about myself to want to express it or share it with someone else. So if you have a hard time getting in your heart space, one thing that I would invite you to do is, again, Mother Nature, she's really good with surrender, trust, and faith. And the other thing is really start to build trust with yourself, and notice how many times you want to do something or feel inspired to do something or to speak or to go somewhere and you shut it down. And just remember, it's like that little 5-year-old kid walking up to you saying, hey, can I have this? Or hey, and you kind of just face mush them out the way.
Staying conscious of negative self-talk too is a turning point for me.
Was it?
Oh, it was a turning point for me. Every time I talk myself down, oh, you're not good enough for that. You're not good enough for her. You don't have the qualifications for that job. Just stop yourself right there. Why are you talking to yourself that way? And I think sometimes or most of the time, we're our biggest critics. Everyone at work seems to be a little bit more easygoing.
Can we make this shit up, y'all? Can we make this shit up? Oh, it's not doing it today. Oh, not doing it, baby. Anyway, it says children. Okay? It says children. Hi, Brittany. What's up, love?
It says what?
Children.
Oh, children. Children.
You never heard of that before?
No.
Sometimes it's so fun that we come from two completely different places. How my inner child is wounded and there's things that trigger me. And I reassure we're strong and we can stand up to it.
I changed from the Brooke's eye view.
What?
The Brooke's eye view. Check it out.
Oh my god, I hate when I get that close. It's like a geek burger. Anyways, there's something I want to add to that, Rachel. So this is something that Lee and Sherry taught me. So many times our inner child comes up and we actually began to acknowledge them, right? Like, oh, that's my inner child being triggered. Oh, that's my inner child throwing a fit. Oh, that's my inner child not feeling safe, right? We began to acknowledge it. But then how many times, which there is a point where you kind of have to reprogram and program trust in self, right? But at what point, just think about it like when you're talking to your inner child, like you're talking to a kid. Sometimes the kid doesn't need to be talked to. Sometimes the kid doesn't need to be reassured. Sometimes the kid doesn't need to be taught. The kid just needs to be loved and held. So again, which was like the first message we went into, notice how many times your inner child comes up and you talk at her. Or you go into your head and you're not in your heart, when your inner child, the whole point of her coming up is because she wants you to be in her heart. She wants to be felt, right?
Should we talk about Journey to Your Way to Fate real quick? The mentorship?
If you'd like to. Let me see what Lou said real quick. Wow, you both are talking about something I just went through a short while ago. I was suppressing things without really realizing it. It's so easy to do. Yeah, I'm glad you became aware of it. That's awesome.
So, the Journey to Your Way to Fate mentorship program. We still got to do an advertisement for it. We're probably going to do that this week coming up. It's going to start the week after. And for those of you that would really like a step-by-step stand beside you and hold your hand through the journey to your awaited fate.
Thank you, Lou, for the name. Lou in the chat.
Thank you, Lou. TM Lou's Rock Band. But that's what we do. It's a coaching and mentoring session that we do with beautiful souls that are looking to get up and out of the things that have held them back from living their best life. And that's about it. That's all I can come up with. I know, it's terrible, but you want to add to that? Like we still got to come up with the wording and stuff to put on the website to really give you a glimpse into what we do.
So the first thing we're about to do up in here, because I can feel you guys, and I can feel that majority of the people in the chat, and maybe a little bit of us too, but a lot of you guys are in your head, which makes it very, very hard to connect. It makes it very hard to connect and communicate and express yourselves and really be present in this moment. And all of you guys know you're the most powerful when you're present, right? So the first thing I want to invite everyone in the chat to do is just close your eyes for a second. Put your hand over your heart space. And take a deep breath in through your nose for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that breath at the top. Let it out. And let me just mention real quick, I had a friend, come to me, and she's had a lot of bad things happen, really bad anxiety to the point where she blacks out. But she was so resistant to getting out of her head and into her heart. Her soul was screaming at me, you guys, please help me. Her inner child was like begging me, Brooke, please help me, please help me, please help me. And I'm just sitting here looking at this girl, and I'm like, I can't make somebody heal. You know what I mean? And it was just kind of sad. And I felt a lot of compassion for her, because I knew that on the inside, she really needed to be loved. She needed to feel all of the emotions that she suppresses. And, we talked for a little bit, and she knows she's safe with me, but she's not very comfortable or used to talking about the things that she tucks down, right? And abuse within that too, physically, mentally, emotionally, especially emotionally. And it was so difficult for her to allow herself to feel, right? And we all kind of struggle with that every now and then. But listen, if you're going to hang out with Brooke and Danny, if you're going to hang out with Lee and Sherry, Nicole and Dove, Sandra and Alan, there's one thing we all have in common, and that is when we get together, we are present and we are so in our heart space and we feel each other. We're very connected to one another. So I just wanted to share that story with you guys. And I just invite your inner childs to come out in this moment. And I ask you guys again to just close your eyes for a little bit and kind of just do a little bit of breath work with me. And I'm going to try to get us out of our head and move us into our heart space so that we can connect and be present with each other, because that's the whole point of these anyways, right? So hands over your heart space. And take a deep breath in through your nose and out. Another deep breath in and out. And just feel your energy start to sink around you, like snowflakes falling from the sky around you. And take another deep breath in, and this time I want you to hold it at the top. And hold. And let it go. Moving out of the head space and into the heart. Releasing all the stories that keep us stuck in polarities and narrative about ourselves and our circumstances. And just allowing ourselves to embrace this present moment of connection with each other. Take another deep breath in and out. And again, just feel your energy settling around you. Feel your heart thumping against your hand. Breathing in light and breathing out fear, right? Breathing in love. Breathing out fear. And just feel your energy go from your head, down your third eye, down your throat chakra, all the way into your heart. And then feel this energy just expand outside of you. With every thump your heart beats, a ripple effect of just love and present moment expands around you. Take another deep breath. Commanding the ego to take a step to the right, commanding the ego to step aside and allow our higher selves to guide, inviting our inner childs to come out and play and connect with one another, and ensuring that they are safe and protected to come out and play in this space. And I want you to take one more deep breath. Hold it in, swallow, and feel the breath sink all the way into your stomach, okay? So take a deep breath in. Hold it. Swallow. And feel the breath sink deeper and deeper into your belly. Now let it go. Ooh, y'all feeling good now. Okay, we're good. Oh, hello. Sorry, I just popped right out of that one. But we had to get in the right energy before we do this shit, y'all. Okay. So let's see. Anybody else new pop in?
Brittany's here. Hey, Brittany.
Yes. Give your inner child the love you know is real unconditional love. That's how you find loving each other. Girl, you better, okay? It's an honor to guys to have. I know. Look, you see, I got my necklace on tonight, Lou. That's so funny that you're here tonight and I threw my necklace on. Doesn't that feel good, you guys? Doesn't it feel good, like that peace sensation that comes over you, right? And sometimes we need a little help getting into that space, you know? You ever notice that your true emotions mostly come out around like your parents or like people that you trust, right? Your friends. Some of y'all don't trust y'all's parents, and I get that, you know? But you ever notice how you're more vulnerable around the people that you trust, right?
Yeah, if you yawn during that, that's a good thing to do, apparently. That's what I was told. Yawning during meditation means it's working good.
It's kind of like a purge. When you yawn, it's like a transmutation of energy. Mm-hmm. Hi, Gina. What's up, love?
Hey, Gina.
She's a great Danny now has me yawning.
Don't make me yawn again.
All right, so I guess we're going to start off with a general message.
General message for those in the chat.
I keep yawning now.
Make me yawn every time you say that.
Hey, that's what happens when we get into our heart space and we feel, we transmute energy, y'all. We heal, right? And it's such an honor to be able to hold that space for you guys, to, you know, be here with you guys. Actually, I'm going to keep that. I feel like I should keep that. All right, so you know how we do. We start off with a collective general message, and specifically I like to tap into the collective energy, but also the people in the chat, because y'all show up for us, and we love you guys. Thank you for all the abundance that you bring into our lives. So we'll start off with going in with the people in the chat. That's what I like to do. And then if anyone would like a reading, please feel free to jump on the list.
Yeah, to jump on the list, I'll put the link in the description. All you have to do is put the $sign into...
I heard that too, Nick. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't remember.
Nick Brown.
Good, Brittany. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Alright, so the first card I got for the people in the chat is give your relationship a motherfucking chance. Okay? Now let me tell you something. First thing they said to me when I said that was vulnerability. How can you expect your relationship to go anywhere, to evolve, to expand, to grow if you are not willing to be vulnerable? So then it's like, well, when I'm vulnerable, I feel weak. When I'm vulnerable, I'm so sensitive. I'm so raw, and it's very uncomfortable for me, Brooke. Like, how am I supposed to be vulnerable when it makes me so uncomfortable? And my thing is, you guys, sometimes this is how you know you're in your head. When you're asking, well, so, you know, we ask for things. We communicate with the universe. We tell them what we need. They supply it. The universe always says yes. Always. So this is how we know we're in our head. We know that we need vulnerability to connect with our partner. And we say, God, can you please help me be vulnerable? Can you please show me how I can be vulnerable? Da-da-da-da-da, right? So how come you're not asking for what you need in the present moment? Because in the present moment, you just need the will to be vulnerable, because something inside of you doesn't even want to be vulnerable. When you think about vulnerability, it's like, no, I don't want to fucking, no, I don't want, So sometimes we really need to step back into our heart, into the present moment, and ask for what we need right now. And I love that message, because people really forget about that. And I slip sometimes too. I'm like, you know, that's just, it's a pattern and a conditioned way of being. But the more you acknowledge what you need in the present moment, the more present you become. And the more successful you become with manifesting.
Mm-hmm. For real. And manifesting is what I've got on the table here. I don't see no magician, though. I don't know if it's not working out for you. You're feeling like the law of attraction is broken. Or on a holiday or something. Law of Attraction card came out backwards, upside down, next to shower of abundance in the upright. There is a shower of abundance awaiting you, but maybe you haven't got the law of attraction down right. So I feel at the bottom of the deck, I've got the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Three of Hearts, or the Three of Cups in reverse, or the Three of Swords in reverse. Holy shit. Man, that meditation.
Hi, Robert.
That meditation caught me. So, and the Empress in reverse, right? Bottom of the deck is like, I just can't see. I can't see where this heartbreak
or the same thing
or this heartache is taking me, because it's not empowering me, and I need to get through this. I need to get out of this energy, and I don't know how. I don't know how to attract great love into my life. I don't know how to attract abundance in my life.
All futuristic thinking, and again, where's your present moment? You just left it. You completely abandoned it.
No, and that's where anxiety comes from. It comes from worrying about the future, worrying about what you don't have.
And not healing the past, too. Past traumas can cause anxiety.
Big time. So the cards are asking you to see things from a different perspective. Hangman in reverse. It's just like, oh, well, I can't see from here to here, let alone trying to see things from a different perspective. And that's the Ten of Swords. You're seeing things through the lens of pain, through heartache, through everything that's happening to me. Oh, it's everything always happens to me. It never happens for me. Well, you got that backwards. Spirit, and they were really showing me this today, is spirit. If you stay truly attuned in the moment, right? The Hermit card. If you stay tuned to the moment, those things that are happening to you are giving you messages to guide you back into neutrality, into balance. I forgot where I was going with that. And they can be so subtle. Usually if the walls are crashing around you, that has everything to do with take a deep breath, go through the meditation Brooke just sent us through, and give yourself a moment to gain some balance. Saying, okay, all this shit's raining down on me, this shit shower of abundance.
So let me think about it and think about it and think about it and think about it and make it worse.
I need to go.
Says your anxiety.
I need to go into my heart space, get out of my head, and give myself a moment. Now, if you got to go into nature, go into nature. It's not if you got to go, you just go. You just say, I need a break. Grab yourself a Kit Kat, go to the lake, sit beside, and listen to the waves. The waves are trying to speak to you. You just hooked your hair in my hand. I was trying to get...
My bad.
And ask your higher self, or ask spirit, what is going on? What are you trying to show me? And be still and know. Be still and know. Or
instead of thinking and thinking, what do I need to know? What is it trying to tell me? What am I feeling? Fucking feel it, y'all. Just feel it, man. That's it. There doesn't have to be a story. You don't have to figure it out. If you feel it, then you'll get the answer. It's that simple. But we are so conditioned to not feel. But Danny is right. There is a process of reprogramming, because a lot of our programming blocks us from being able to feel.
King of Cups in reverse. He's overcome by his emotions. He's not flowing with them. And when you flow with your emotions, right, and you feel... You go into the depths of those emotions and you say, okay, emotions, you're guiding me. I get it. I surrender. I surrender.
Go into Mother Nature. If you can't trust, if you can't have faith, if you can't surrender, go into Mother Nature and tell her, can you please help me surrender? She'll do it.
And you take that 10 of Cups and you move it, you turn it into the upright. You say, no, I'm going to feel these things, because all these feelings are gifts to me. Even if they don't feel so nice, you got to go into the pain to heal it, right?
Hi, Brittany. Welcome.
And then, don't stay in it. When you gain the guidance, right, from your heart space, when you gain the guidance.
Or even if you don't gain the guidance, you don't have to figure it out.
No,
just want to throw it out. Because some of y'all are like, oh my God, I didn't figure it out, so I must be doing something wrong. You're not doing anything wrong.
You got to get out of your head yet again. And move into gratitude. Move into doing things that make your heart sing. 3 of Cups energy in reverse. You got to turn that card around and get into a joyous attitude. It's not, I'm not saying, because I just told you to go into your hurts, go into the emotions and see, allow the guidance to come. But you do have to say, enough's enough. Okay, I've given myself 30 minutes, half an hour to sit with and be with me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. AKA, what's the number one key to manifesting, y'all? I bet y'all don't know. What is the number one key to manifesting? Which is exactly what he's talking about. Let it go. Mm-hmm. Right? Sometimes we think we need to go out in nature. Sometimes we think we need to do breath work. Sometimes we think we need to write. Sometimes we think we need to talk to our friends. Right? We think those things, right? But most of the time, the resistance and the anxiety is coming from the fact that you won't fucking let it go. Okay? Listen, I feel like Spirit's got the the bad cop cap on me tonight.
Oh, really?
I'm not even trying to be that way. It's just like sometimes we really need that reflection of self. And you can even ask Danny, before we got on, the container that we created, I specifically asked Spirit, I said, allow me to project the image of self that they need to see. Allow me to embody the image of self and project that mirror back to them of the distortion of what they need to see in themselves, right? Saying. Y'all know I fucking love it.
How to redirect that energy? King of Pentacles in reverse. You got to turn the king upright, and you got to go into those things that you're passionate about doing. You're loving on ice cream, go get yourself an ice cream. If you're loving on, wakeboarding or tubing, or it's summertime up here in the northern
go out in the
hemisphere.
woods and get naked, Mike. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. I bet you feel too much resistance to go out and get naked. Of course, where no one can find you, right?
That is where you will find that gift, that abundance, stepping outside of it. And you got to catch yourself sometimes, because once we come out of nature and we're driving on the highway, we get a little crazy because the guy cut you off, and then boom, we're back in our head. Or, any daily life hits you. It hits you because of this. It hits you because you're up in your head all the time. Try and ride that wave and stay in your heart space once you're there, right? And sometimes you catch yourself thinking, no, you say no. I want a thinking break.
I'm pretty good.
I'm good. I'm good with thinking because I know where that gets me.
Topless height. Yes,
I can't breathe. Gagging and anxiety and stress. Fuck that stress. Fuck that anxiety. Stay in the flow. Stay in the flow. That is the gift that's being given to you. And watch the abundance that comes. I'm going to read these cards, and then Brooke's going to get into it for you guys with her message. She's got all kinds of love cards all over the place.
Aaron, do it. You want to dance with vulnerability, y'all? Go outside and get naked. Because we have been conditioned and told over and over again that it is wrong or it is not okay to be naked outside, right? So we have a fear around it, which also reflects a fear of vulnerability. So if you can do it, pretty impressive.
Yeah, if you're downtown Seattle or something, you might not want to run around naked, especially with all the cops out there. But
so, unless you have like a bag over your face and you can get to somewhere like secluded
streaking
really, really fast and they can't catch you, then
we're going streaking.
So, Robert.
Down the quad.
Ooh, Robert, I love your comment. I'm about to go in real quick. So, Robert said, think more things that make you feel good. So, here's the thing to that. Yes and no. So sometimes, like I said, we have to reprogram a little bit. So think about the polarities. The polarities, the negative, the positive, the good, the bad, the light, the dark, those are polarities. The polarities are created through a story, through thinking, through a narrative, okay? So why, yes, he's correct, is because sometimes we get so dug deep into the negative polarity to find balance, to find neutrality, to get out of the story in our head and back into our heart space. We have to add some positive energy to it. Right? We have to shift to a positive polarity and build up some positive energy to find balance and get out of the stories, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, sometimes, like, you do need to think a better feeling thought, but also you are going to get to a point where whether you're in the negative or the positive, this is a universe of balance. One of the laws of this universe is balance, right? Is neutrality. So when you get stuck in a negative polarity or a positive polarity, the positive polarity might feel good, but just know the universe is going to come around and smack you out of that polarity because this is a universe of neutrality and balance. And when you are in a polarity, you are not in your heart. You are not neutral. You are not balanced. So whether it's good, bad, right, wrong, if you're in a polarity, if you're in a story, if you're in a thought, you're going to get smacked back into your heart at some point.
So think of it as driving your car. You take a left-hand turn. You don't stay all the way to the left because you'd be doing circles, looping, right?
Okay.
You turn your wheels straight and you go straight down the street until you got to turn right or whatever. If you turn left or right and you stay in the right, you're just going to keep doing the loop. So move back to neutrality. Shit happens. Shit happens and I'm okay with it because now I know that the shit that's happening is trying to bring me back into balance. That's it. That's all it is. My house burned down. I got insurance. I'm good. You know, I got to go through a bit of hoops and stuff to get my life back in order. But, you know, yes, I get to stay at a hotel room while I'm waiting for the insurance to kick in. Yes, I get to, you know, be somewhere out of my element. There are good sides, but you also have to come into balance and say, I got this. No matter if my house is burning down or I'm going to Disneyland, I'm still going straight. I'm not gonna stay in Disneyland. You can't stay in Disneyland forever. That's gonna get you broke quick.
So I got some messages. I haven't even gone into the messages for the people in chat, okay? But I'm about to. But first off, Michelle. Where'd it go?
Michelle.
Oh, it's okay to be a topless female in Ontario. Okay, so I told Danny, this is how I'm going to become a true Americanian. American that became a Canadian. I said, when I get to walk around topless and smoke a joint, then I have became a full-blown Canadian. So I'm waiting for that day. I've done them both, but I haven't done them together. Anyways, had to throw that out there. So
maybe we go for a boat ride.
Do you have anybody on the list?
No one is on the list if you guys want to jump on.
Okay, so people in the chat. Come here. We gotta have a talk. People in the chat. So remember the current energy for you guys. Turn this on, baby. What are you doing?
Turn what on? Yeah. All right, here we go.
What are you doing? Okay, people in the chat. Y'all ready?
Y'all ready for this?
Give your relationship a chance. And then with the tribe card. So first off, where I want to start, the influencing energy, the energy that is currently influencing you is free yourself in the reverse and nostalgia. So for some of you, whatever is going on between you and your person, like, you are so stuck in a negative polarity, actually, right? Not even a positive one, but you're so stuck in it being a bad thing. Whatever has happened, whatever blew up, whatever, right? You feel very stuck. And also, there's also a feeling of like not being willing to even feel how you really feel. I feel like you miss them a lot. Hold on. I got a message from this earlier and I want to tap back into it. You can like talk for a second.
Oh, I just had the bird song going through my head. That's why I didn't want to say anything.
Dang, what was that message, Spirit? Can you please bring it back?
Oh, we're just gonna have a moment of silence here on Northern Comfort Tarot.
You can talk, babe. Just fucking sing the chicken song, Jesus.
But I love the chicken song.
Why?
Because I'm winner chicken dinner.
That is not the same song.
I didn't even know winner chicken dinner was a song.
Exactly, because it's not.
It's not, but I had a chicken. Never mind. I'm going to take a sip of my water.
Man, I can't remember the message, you guys. I may have already said it. So let me just go over. I'm just going to go over the energy a little bit. But like, I feel like you and your person like have had like some kind of disagreement, or you are not seeing things from the same perspective. For the people in the chat, if you haven't seen my last video that I did on my channel, I feel the same energy from this spread right here. And I go into complete and full-blown detail with everything. But it's just like there was a disagreement, an argument, a breakup. You're missing each other. But it's almost in an energy of like depressed and depleted and like fatigue and feeling very stuck. And I feel like some of you, like whatever this conflict was, it hasn't even hit you yet because you won't even allow yourself to feel how you actually feel about whatever happened between you and your person, okay? So the energy that is binding you two together is stay optimistic about your love life in the reverse and numbing. So it's just like you're not thinking about it. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to look at them. You don't want to admit the truth. You don't want to communicate. Like you don't want to hear their name. Like nothing. Like that's how negative the energy kind of is, right? But what's funny is if you would actually feel it for a little bit, if you would admit how you truly feel, especially to your friends that you are safe with, right? If you would kind of talk to the people that love you about what is going on with you instead of trying to just hold it all in and ignore it, right? Ignore your inner child. what's funny is this situation that seems like something really negative is actually just trying to bring up a distortion within your energy that needs to be healed. Healing is trying to give you, this situation, this experience with this person is trying to give you the healing that you need. Can I make this shit up? Okay. Can I make this shit up, though? Hold on, wait. Which way does this go? Can I make this shit up, though? Abandoned and stuck with healing and received. Everything is not always as it seems, you guys. Inner child and soulmate. For some of you, I feel like you're twins with a soulmate, or that's what the story that you're telling. Who knows if it's actually your twin? You don't know your twin until you know who the fuck your twin is. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. I'm serious. Like, you can think somebody's your twin, but until you know someone is your twin, then that's the only way you really know. But I feel like for some of you, there's a story going on in your head that, like, my twin's with a karmic, my twin's with a soulmate, and they're gonna come back, or like whatever that story is, right? I don't even want to go into that energy. I don't even want to go into that energy. And for some of you, you're still kind of stuck on that story with your twin, or whoever you're telling yourself your twin is. And there's someone, a soulmate, that has come into your life to give you the healing that you have asked for, that you need to receive to, release the distortions, to release the negativity, right? To heal your inner child. But you won't give them the time of day because you're so stuck in this energy. Nostalgia and free yourself in reverse, right?
Obsessed much? Now, we're not saying they're not your twin. They could very well be, but that soulmate comes along to redirect you to what you have to learn, and to which,
look at
in most cases, it's opening your heart back up.
This was at the bottom of the deck. Surrender. Surrender the stories. Surrender the narrative. Surrender that this is good, this is bad, this situation it sucks, this situation's good, they're gonna come back. Surrender all those stories. Twin flame and karmic partner. Look at I can't make shit up.
Surrender the twin flame and karmic partner bullshit.
And then boom, look at what's right. Let me just keep going.
And watch what spirit brings you.
Commitment, offer, devotion, right? Winter card, coming out of like that dark night of the soul, the nostalgic energy, the stuck energy, the numbing, coming out of all of that. And look what's right. Fuck, I can't make shit up. Look what's right under there. Union and return. Oh, y'all thought I was making this shit up. Oh, well, that's what Spirit said.
Just saying. That's it. We've got Lou on the list. Thank you, brother. Can't wait to read for you. And that's all. So if you want to get on the list, you can click on that link and drop the $, and we'll get to you very shortly.
Kate, don't antagonize his chickens, okay? Just
oh, she going in my chickens?
Just turn them.
Is that what's going on?
Don't bring the chickens back out.
Don't mess with my chickens. Get out of the coop.
I need the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Get out of my coop.
Can I get the fan, actually?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, my God.
Go ahead.
In our last live, I got up to put some shorts on. Did you hear what I said when I walked out?
No. Why, you heard it on the video?
Yes, you can hear it.
So, you heard it here. If you want to check out what Brooke said on the video,
I need my shoes.
You can watch our last live. And Lou, we're going to get with you in just a minute, and just a short break. We don't have a break screen, so. But if you're hungry and you know it, go get some food. Because we're going to take a break. Just a minute or two, especially when let's play in the chat. That's what I'm going to do. Chickens are cute, especially when they are little. Oh, chickadees. Yeah, I grew some chickadees in kindergarten. That's what I did. That was cool. In this situation right now. Nice. Well, Rachel, there's some info for you. I'm glad it helped. I hope it helps. Oh, I know it helps. Fuck. Hope. That's a new t-shirt coming out. I know every time I say there's a new t-shirt coming out, there's when, Danny, when. I'll talk a bit about Journey to Your Weighted Fate. If you're stuck in the twin flame mindset of of separation where, you know, he hasn't come back. It's been a couple of years. He's playing with some karmic, this and that. That's not an energy you need to hold on to. And we've seen so many turn around from that, getting out of that mindset or the obsessive stage, right, of the journey where, you know, we can walk you through letting go of that. Me and Brooke had to let go of that in order to see that we were right in front of each other all along, you know? And that story that we kept telling ourselves was holding us back from union with our actual twin. So if you need help with that, we've got mentors. If you'd like, we can mentor you as well to bring you into union energy. You just got to check out the website. If you resonate with us, if you feel called to us, then definitely work with us. We're anxious to work with all you guys in a good way, not a bad way. Oh, we got a fan. Woo-hoo.
We should know the setup. What are we doing?
I don't know.
I can't believe the window's open. It does not feel like it.
Yeah, because it's kind of damp out. That's why.
Whatever. If it's cold, it's cold.
It's cold, but damp.
Hi, guys.
I'm sorry, could you say your website one more time? northerncomforttarot.com. We're here to help you guys.
So I get to play with Lou?
But that's if you're willing to make the changes and do the soul work for yourselves, right? That's on you guys. I am interested in being mentored. Well, check it out, Brittany. We've got the mentorship on the website. And we're going to write out the details to kind of give you more of a bird's eye view of what's in the mentorship. We have quite a few people in the chat right now that have already done level one of the mentorship. And man, the change you can see on our website. There's 3 or 4 people that were in the mentorship that left comments on the website as well to kind of show you how much it really helped them move forward. So stay tuned this week. We're going to come up with a write-up. We're going to do a video specifically on the mentorship to give you guys an into, you know, what kind of meat and potatoes you can that awaits you on the other side when you work with us.
All right, Lou. So I tapped into your energy for just a second, and what I saw was pretty interesting. Your energy feels very good, by the way. There's something I want to tell you about, or just make you a little more aware of. So they guided me right to your heart chakra, and I feel like you have done a lot of work with your heart chakra and opening your heart back up, right? Because I feel like for a little bit, maybe it was a little closed off, right? And that's from our childhood, that's from the past, that's from relationships. Like, it just gets a little blocked off sometimes due to like pain and stuff like that, right? And so what they just told me is I feel like you kind of cleared feeling guilty. I feel like you felt a little bit guilty for wanting to live your life. I feel like you felt a little bit guilty in being happy and watching someone that maybe loves you or wanted to be with you and not being able to give them that, okay? And with the heart chakra, so I did see kind of like a little, like a bit of a block there. But why they showed me that is because I feel like there's still a little bit of emotion. And, you know, just really practice going into your heart space. And you know that if you need help with that, like, we'll definitely help you. But so I feel like you cleared a lot of the stories, a lot of the narratives, a lot of the negative self-talk and feeling guilty about being happy and living your life, okay? I feel like you finally realized that just because you can't give someone what they want or what they expect from you, and it's their choice whether they're happy or not. Like, you really have no control over whether someone's happy. And when it comes to the heart chakra, Let me see. Let me see what exactly they want me to say. Okay, so some of the ascension symptoms with the heart chakra opening is sometimes it can be like anxiety in your lower chakras. I don't know if you've been feeling a little bit of anxiety or if that's like they're just kind of giving you a heads up. If you feel this, no, it's because your heart chakra's open, and when your heart chakra opens, the energy, it flows all the way around, right? It starts to expand to your upper chakras and your lower chakras. Well, there's still a little bit of like guilt and shame, I feel like, in your sacral chakra. And once your heart chakra activates in that way, it's going to start to move the stagnant energy that is there, right? And sometimes when that stagnant energy starts to move, it's a little uncomfortable. We feel maybe a little bit of anxiety, and I just want to remind you to embrace your emotions. Don't label them. Don't create a story. It's not good. It's not bad just because it doesn't feel. Instead of saying this doesn't feel good to me, say this isn't a feeling that I would prefer, but I choose to embrace it, right? So try to use the word prefer rather than good or bad. Let's see what else comes through.
We seen you playing, Lou. That's beautiful. You went out and you had a vacation. Good for you, brother. Sometimes you got to get out of the house, get out of town. And I honor you for that, man. I've been feeling it. We're planning on going camping soon. And I've been working to get ready for that. And, it's going to be worth it. And we owe that to ourselves, right? Summer is here. Everybody has got to get out and honor themselves by getting out and doing something that makes their heart sing. So I honor you that way for doing that and allowing us to glimpse into your vacation. It was beautiful.
So, Lou, they're making me feel like, so you've collected a lot of tools lately. You've really learned how to transmute energy, release negative thought forms, shift limiting self-beliefs, kind of sort of how to process negative emotions, right? You've learned how to do those things. You've learned how to, not create a story when something doesn't look like a situation or circumstance that you would prefer. However, I am feeling this energy of like, maybe like it kind of feels like a bit of a test, like they're gonna like, and it doesn't have to play out this way. I'm just interpreting the energy, right? But let's say they kind of drop a situation or circumstance on you that isn't something you would prefer. It's not really the best circumstance, right? But it's happening for you because they're wanting you to actually harness your tools. They're wanting you to really, have to practice with all of the energy and information and knowledge and wisdom that you have collected. Right? Does that make sense? Because we can learn all these things, but until we put them into practice, then we've mastered them, right? And maybe when it happens, you might slip back into some negative narratives. You might slip back into a limiting self-belief, but then you're going to catch yourself. You're going to be like, oh, shit. I almost went there. Right? Okay, good.
I've got Kate after Lou, and then I've got
Alright, let me see if I can get some cards.
Just to let you guys know.
Okay, so another part. Here, ooh, I like this. I love when they give me details. When they give me details, that tells me that, like, I can't give you what you don't give yourself. So it tells me that you've done the work, if you want to call it that. You've done the healing, right? So what I just heard was like, the challenge for you, Lou, how do I say this? So like the challenge for you is to really I feel like someone is going to try to throw their energy at you. I feel like someone is going to try to manipulate you into taking on the energy that they don't want to feel, into taking on the emotions that they don't want to feel, into feeling sorry for them, right? So let's do that scenario. And like the challenge for you is to actually hold your sovereignty, is to not give in. The challenge for you is to, whenever they're trying to trigger you, or you're in the same situation that would have triggered you before, is to really hold your balance, hold neutrality. Don't judge the person, right? Don't go into stories about the person. Don't feel bad for the person. Don't feel bad for them. Be compassionate. That's a very different energy, right? A lot of people get those two confused. Like when someone passes away, you don't want to feel bad for them. You want to be compassionate for them, right? And compassion is a very neutral energy. So the tip that they want me to give you is to maintain that neutrality, to stay in your heart space. Other words, right? It's the same thing. Neutrality in your heart space. To stay in your heart space and not allow yourself to get triggered into old habits, old ways of being around people, right? Because I feel like there used to be someone that manipulated you into being exactly what they wanted you to be because they couldn't give that to themselves, okay? So, just, the tips. Okay, so the two tips that I want to give you when it comes to neutrality and staying in your heart space: forgiveness is a great energy of neutrality. Compassion is a great energy of neutrality. And also surrender. Surrendering control, right? Not needing to maintain control in a way.
Sounds like the change initiation process in the Journey to Your Way to Faith mentorship sessions.
Right. And there's a reason, if you're in the mentorship, there's a reason that forgiveness, compassion, and gratitude is at the end of that process. Because after you neutralize the negative energy, after exactly. So at the end of that process, there's those neutral emotions because you're finally neutralizing the energy and stepping into balance and stepping into your heart. Mm-hmm. I don't even know if I need these cards. I done shuffled them like 100 times.
So the message that I've been getting to stays along that track of the energy you were in when you were in Sedona. Man, that was cool, crazy energy, right? You were high vibing. You had so much beauty around you. That energy that you tapped into, when you go home, that doesn't have to go away, dude. You can stay in that energy. That is Ten of Cups energy, waiting, holding you and wanting you to hold in it, right? There's all kinds of neutrality when you get back when you get back into the day-to-day. And holding that energy that when you were in Sedona in your day-to-day, that's finding neutrality, right? You left the same old, went to a new place, raised your vibration in the positive side of the spectrum, and then moving back to neutrality, you can still live with that energy in your heart of Sedona, right? That's what it's saying here. Nurture yourself continually throughout the day. Detach from the drama. There ain't no drama in Sedona. Why would I allow myself to step back into that message or step back into the drama when I get back? I have peace within me if I allow myself to stay in that peace. Creating heaven on earth, the Lemuria card. Beautiful card. Mm-hmm. So much beautiful emotion in the water, real blues and greens in there. The Great Gathering, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits and soul tribe, staying close to those that are close to you, right? Being a part of your soul tribe to gain the refreshing waters of being on a holiday. You don't have to sit at home alone in the drama. You can just bust out with the Unbound card, bust out and rise above and say, that isn't me. I don't know what that is, but that energy isn't my true being, my true spirit, that essence of me.
Can I add real quick? So, Lou, how to tell if you're in your heart or in your head when you're getting these messages. If you were in your heart space, you could feel that that my message and Danny's message was the same message, just a different perspective. And it's all around connection. So no matter what circumstances, no matter who you're around, it's staying connected to self, staying connected with your truth, looking at the bigger picture, allowing the world, allowing yourself to express your truth, right? Staying connected with your truth. And whether it's, detaching from trauma, whether it's a circumstance that it maybe was triggering in the past, a person that was maybe triggering or draining in the past, all of these cards and all the messages that have came through are a reflection of you needing to maintain connection, right?
Right. So 7 of Cups in reverse, not seeing what's before you or choosing the more negative sides because you're entering back into your mind space. And if you go to a job and there's negativity all around you, it doesn't have to be hard to say, I'm not going to take part in that. I won't listen to that stuff, because that allowing it to sink into your mind can corrupt the purity within you. You are as much. I love it when we get to meet up with each other, because I get to see your inner child play. Mm-hmm. When you're with us, you play and you smile and you're happy. You're a happy person, and watching what you take in through your ears, right, and take into your being, you can say, I don't want that, with the 8 of Cups in reverse. Maybe you're not doing that. Maybe you need to say, look, that's not what I'm taking in.
I feel like that's what you have been doing. However, I got a bit of a twist to that message, okay? So I feel like you have been like, this person drains you, you detach. If this circumstance isn't something that you want to experience, like, you dip. And like, I get that. But now you're to a point of mastery, right? Mm-hmm. Isn't that how this whole message began? Was mastery, practicing with the tools. So once you get to a certain point of emotional mastery, you don't have to detach anymore, because you still have your center. You don't have to take yourself away from the negative employee and not take in the energy, right? There's a big difference between observing and taking in the energy. There's a big difference between taking in the energy and embracing the energy. Just because someone is in a lower vibration doesn't mean that you have to take on that energy. You have the ability to remain in your sovereignty and actually to be able to show up for that person, because if they're in a negative energy, they probably just need some love, and you have that to give, right?
Unbound. With the Lover's card, choosing unconditional love. Above all else, choosing the love of self, choosing the love of, I am a sovereign being. I don't have to go into that energy, right? I can let go of that where it sits with the 4 of Cups, or the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, and take the leap of faith into, bringing the love back in and mm-hmm. staying in that 10 of Cups energy. Judgment in reverse.
Can I add to that real quick?
Go ahead.
So, Lou, I feel like there was a time where you were so stuck in the negativity that being around negative people really made it worse. So you had to distance yourself to find your center, okay? But now you have raised your vibration. And let me tell you something. If you went to Sedona, and the places that you went to, like, there's a high vibration there. And like attracts like, right? Mm-hmm. So even though I know in the past you had to kind of distance yourself from certain energies because of the effect it had on you, you don't need to do that anymore. You are sovereign. You are protected, right? And I feel like for you, I'm really being guided to tell you to embrace it, to be that light for people, to share your wisdom, share your truth, share your light with other people, okay? Because how bad do you wish that you could have had that when you were in that space? And how happy were you when we first met and, we connected and I was kind of that light for you, right? Now it's your turn. It's your turn, Lou. Which is beautiful. I love that message.
So don't pass judgment on yourself. Stay out of that. I'm working on it. You're doing it. 4 of Cups in reverse. Really, set set these things outside of yourself. These things are happening around you. They're not happening within. Holding that space for you. I am Sedona. I never left. It never left me. I'm in it. My heart is there, and Sedona is here with me. And that energy can follow you, and you just ride that wave. Ride that wave. Temperance.
Oh, yeah.
To clarify that as well, I looked up temperance today. I think I'm going to look it up again because I want you to read what it has to say.
So, well, while he's doing that, you know what this energy, the image that they're giving me for the energy that I'm picking up on from you, it reminds me of like Jesus, and how like he didn't have any judgment for how people looked, for the sicknesses people had. And like he was never afraid to put himself in harsh environment to spread love, to spread healing, right? So your vibration has gotten to a point where like you are the healed on this planet, and you need to share that healing, that connection with other people. And I love that story because, it just reminds me of like, how Jesus, like, he loved on people, he held people, he kissed people, and like we're in a pandemic, right? So everyone's like, oh my God, don't touch, don't, like, trust your vibration,
Temperance is the card for bringing balance, patience, and moderation. Okay, and then the dictionary term is restraint and moderation. If talking about alcohol, it means no. But restraint, moderation, patience, for those that aren't vibing high, that are talking shit or whatever, or putting you down, holding space and patience and saying, you know what, I am control of what I allow into my vibration. And I have all kinds of patience to share with people, because I have the one thing you can't drain yourself of, and that's unconditional love. You are connected to the divinity, source energy, and source energy is pure unconditional love, and it flows, and it's meant to flow outward towards other people. Just stay in that vibration. You're doing amazing. You're doing amazing, brother. I can't wait to meet up with you sometime on a Zoom or something.
Mary. Hello, does Mooner love me? I got passion and past life relationship. The past life relationship was in the reverse. Just because someone loves you doesn't mean that y'all are meant to be. That's what I feel.
Okay, Kate, you're up next.
So, Lou, I love you. I hope that was helpful. It was so nice to tap into your energy. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, my beautiful brother.
I keep shutting my mic off.
Before my phone died, I was going to say, hey, Tanya. Hi, Christina G.
Hey, Tanya.
Haven't said hello to you guys. Ooh, Kate's next?
Kate is next.
Okay, I'm ready.
There's a list there. I'm going to check PayPal too. Rachel is after Kate, and then I'll check the list. Let's see what we got.
My heart chakra's tingly. Has your heart chakra been tingling a little bit, Kate? Am I on the list? It's Tana. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sorry if I'm not.
Oh, we got a whole bunch after Rachel. So we've got, after Rachel, it's Brittany.
You're the best, Lou. Okay, hold on. Let me concentrate. 8.
And after Brittany, it's Aaron.
8.
And after Aaron, it's Christina G.
I feel like when we talked last time, there was a little bit of like scatteredness, a little bit of confusion, but I feel like that energy has cleared, or if it hasn't, I feel like it is going to. And I feel like that is because you are embracing your inner child and you're embracing your emotions. And like we've been talking about all night, when you go into your heart space, everything becomes clear. When you allow yourself to feel, you find the answers that you've been looking for, right? They're all within you. So when I tapped into your energy, Kate, my heart chakra kind of started to flutter. It felt really nice, but I also felt relief and like peace. Like very calm. I feel very calm. So let's see. And you said general guidance, right? Where to go? Yes, whatever spirit wants to say. And when I first tapped into your energy, I did hear like, I don't know if they were saying like I'm proud of you, or if you're just feeling kind of proud of yourself for the shift, because there's definitely been a shift in your energy. I feel a shift. Have you been practicing sitting in your heart space? Have you been practicing like sitting with emotion, Kate? So what messages do you have for Kate tonight, please, Spirit?
Stepping into the Lion's Gate on Saturday, tomorrow. Oh, what are you guys doing tomorrow? Because we're on the radio again. You want to come on out and visit us? We'd love you there. All you got to do is like...
Okay, I think that's what they were saying they're proud of you for. I feel like that used to be kind of hard, or it is kind of hard because there's some underlying pain there. And with that being said, the sitting in your heart space, it's awesome because they're like, yay, she let go of her control, yay, right? But the first card that came out for you is let your friends help you. So, you know, just obviously practicing sitting in that space, but sometimes we need other people because they allow us to see parts of ourselves that we don't even know are there, that we have trouble looking at, that we don't feel safe to look at, that we don't feel safe to feel, right? So sometimes having someone to help you in that space, to hold you in that space, kind of allows you and your inner child to go a little bit deeper in transmuting the negative emotions, right? Did a healing inner child sleep meditation Tuesday night. Awesome.
Talking about the inner child tomorrow on the radio show, go to tfrlive.com at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be with Sandra and Ellen and yours truly, talking about working through the energy, healing the inner child.
So, Kate, I don't know if you have done this or if you're telling me to share it with you so that you can do it, but I feel heat in my third eye, and it reminded me of, this is either a confirmation for you or some guidance. So, the heat on my third eye, I feel like, you ever heard of sun gazing? You ever heard of that before? Forgiving and learning came out. But it's kind of like moon gazing, right? Like, I would just, so I don't have to explain all of it, just kind of do some research on what sun gazing is, okay? But basically what I'm seeing to guide you to do is to kind of go out in the grass, right? Find you some nice fluffy grass, okay? And lay down with your back on the ground, right? At first. And, you know, this is going to sound weird, but it's to really open your chakras. So a lot of females, and I got this message earlier when I was sitting outside and I didn't know who it was for, but now I feel like it's for you, but probably for other people. So a lot of women, we're so used to sitting like this, right? Sitting like this, sitting like with our legs crossed like this, right? We were like, a lot of our moms taught us to sit that way. But actually, when you're out in nature, lay on your back, and this might be a little uncomfortable at first because of the resistance to what I'm about to show you. But lay on your back, close your eyes, and allow the sun's unconditional love healing energy like into your third eye. You'll feel it kind of heat up there into your chakras. But once you lay back, instead of putting your feet like straight out or your knees up, what you're actually going to do to kind of remember the anxiety we talked about, the stagnant energy that is starting to move that's causing a lot more anxiety. So to help that energy, that source energy center, that chakra right there to kind of open and be expressed and allow light in to transmute it back to neutral, right? So lay on your back, close your eyes, let the sun in your face, right? Sun gazing. You're gonna like look at the sun, not with your eyes, but with your eyes closed. And then take your legs And see how much resistance you have to this, but take your legs and actually allow them to like fall open to the side, right? So you want your legs to be open, not like this, not like this, not straight out. Like you want your legs to be open, okay?
What the hell's going on
And you'll
here?
actually feel it, I know, but like this is the guidance that's coming through.
Wow, it's
right
exercise
here,
night.
You'll feel like, I know this looks crazy, right? But like that's what you need to do. Like really allow your legs to be open. And I don't mean like this either, Kate. They're telling me right now she's gonna try to do it a different way. And I don't mean with your legs like this or like this. No. There's a reason that they want the legs up and the knees all the way to the side. Like the butterfly, right? Like the butterfly. Do that. It'll feel really good. Okay? And anybody else, y'all can do that too. Feel really good. And I really, y'all know I love y'all in the chat because I know I just look like a freaking fool. But anyways, okay.
I don't know. I have no
Damn
idea
you,
what's
Kate. I blame you.
doing some kind of yoga shit.
Oh, and I forgot to talk about the arms. So your legs are going to do like the butterfly, right? Don't make me do it again. And then also your arms, put them back and open, right? So your leg's gonna look like this and your arm's gonna look like this. Literally, like
Okay.
like a fucking crab or something.
Okay.
But
okay. Right on.
do it. You'll feel it. I know you'll feel it. Okay, moving on. Spirit, I'm done. I'm done displaying. Done with that.
I'm going to start in with saying love on yourself first. They made me pull one card. It was love on yourself first. That's a double whammy.
It just came out when he said it. How crazy is that?
So that's a double whammy. Love on yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And I do get a feeling that
yes, Kate.
You're waiting for the one or the one that's going to hold you and, be with you and spend some time with you. That you deserve, not just someone fleeting. I've got the Knight of Cups. He's on his way. Two of Cups in reverse. There's love on yourself first, right? The love within will shine outward and love on other people. Be outwardly loving to other people and watch that take stock and hold stock in your life.
Okay, real quick.
Judgment of God.
Have y'all ever seen what's that weird show? You don't really like it, I don't think. Futurama. Y'all ever seen the little squid? He's like.
It's just.
Ever seen that? If you know, you know. But that's the image I was getting.
Brooke's in the actions.
Anyways, I gotta show you what I'm talking about.
No, I know the squid, dude.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, baby. Sorry.
That's all right. So there's some temptation on your part, I think, that you do sometimes long for that one. And I don't know if you were talking about there was a possibility of someone down the road or something.
Zolberg.
But I do see a commitment, a person that's willing to commit with you. But I also see a whole bunch of gnarly cards, like the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, right? Under clarifying the Devil card. The Devil card is that temptation to, slip into the they're not here yet. I'm missing sharing my life with someone. I went through 43 years of my life before I met Brooke, who actually wants to be a part of this. The Oracle here, this Oracle card says wait for important information, okay? With regards to this, what you see. And it all comes down to loving on yourself first. How do you love on yourself first? Have you ridden that horse yet? Have you gotten on that horse? Something that you're passionate about? Have you stepped out of the funk that you're in and got on that horse and rode that horse? That horse needs to ride. It's like a dog. You got to take it for a walk, but it wants to go for a ride. And a horse that doesn't go for a ride doesn't feel good. Just like you, right? Not doing things that really lift you up and get your heart fluttering. And that's what your heart needs to do too. It needs to learn how to flutter again in order to bring this love in. Is that making sense, Kate? Am I just jabbering on? Nine of Pentacles, beside the Ten of Pentacles, you got to find out what you love first. You got to take control of that bird and allow that love to rise you up into, I am good enough for me. I have the confidence and I have the love that I need to hold my space and the love to give outwardly, you know, to start planting seeds. When people see that you love you and you're not afraid to smile. I don't really smile that much myself, but it's inside. You know, you can't see it behind all this facial shit either, but it's inside, right? And I think, you know, you're working on that. It's getting you haven't stayed stagnant. And I know you reached out to us for a reading last week, and we know that you take action, Kate. With the Seven of Pentacles, that's you planting seeds through that, you know, being happy, feeling the love and spreading the love outwardly, you know, spreading love in dark areas, you know, whether it be the job that's, you know, legal stuff can be a little dry at times, but lightening up the atmosphere with your love, right, it's going to bring great love to you, and you don't really have to worry. With the Six of Cups here and the Hierophant, there is a love that is worthy of you, that they're worthy of on both sides, and there's commitment here with the Hierophant too. Like it is coming towards you, right? Allow for the Wheel of Fortune to help you clear the energies, the hurts, the past pains, the things that, you know, no longer serve you, that'll guide you out of that. Out of the they're saying loosening up, you know, not being so proper and just getting into that playful energy. Lover's card in reverse too, making the choice to be the love that you seek, right? Be that two, call in that Two of Cups with the loving on yourself first, and you'll see that judgment that you haven't seen yet. You know, but you have to release that story with the Autumn card. Good thing I almost didn't keep this card. Release the old and rest, you know, and play and keep moving into your passions. Ride that damn horse. I'm not going to say the other word, but ride that damn horse and watch the energy inside you lighten up, you know. Oh my God, you've got one of the best smiles. I swear to God, when we see you smile, don't be afraid to shine that. And I'm not saying you must smile now. I'm not going to rain that tower on you. But, you know, don't be afraid to, because it's a beautiful smile and it's worthy of sharing.
Beautiful. We love you, Kate. Oh my God,
do.
babe. I just fucking...
You don't have to...
I ripped my toes.
Oh, shit.
I ripped my toes on the stairs. It hurt so bad. I almost cried.
Oh, my God. Maybe
Look at this toenail.
Maybe you need to cut those toenails. So they don't...
I'm about to make you kiss it.
So they don't snaggle on the stairs. Jeez. You see what's going on up in here? That's some playful energy right here. Doing air, what do you call that shit? Yoga poses and shit.
Trying to make you kiss my... You want to kiss my boo-boo?
Oh, not...
Baby. Why? Because my toenails are crooked now?
Put it in my lips. God damn.
Thanks, baby. Oh, God, it's on
Oh, my God. Where is this deck? Okay.
God, it hurts so bad, baby.
So, Kate, thank you so much. Rachel, you're up.
Okay, moving on.
Rates for everybody. Those were 40s. Now we're stepping into the 20s. And if you are here and you're new to the channel, like, subscribe to her channel too. And we'll give you a free reading at the end if you're here. I know I did catch that free reading.
Christine, what's up, love? Oh God, this has been a crazy live.
Rachel, then Brittany, then Aaron, then Christina. All for 20s.
My toenail is not that long. Look, you know what's funny though? I did stomp my toe on the toenail that is the longest.
Right. So that snapped off.
Jesus.
Rachel, what is your question, love? Oh, here we go.
General guidance on the path my life is taking. My twin reached out to remind me he will never trust me and never want to be with me again. Cool. So, first thing I want to say is, Rachel, don't take that too personally. You know how twins are. We try to, especially with our twin, like, we can actually, as a twin soul, we're the same soul, right? A distortion of our energy, if we don't want to experience it, if we don't want to heal it, we can actually push that energy and make them deal with it. Like, we really can, right?
Oh, Christine Bale.
So the first thing I want to say to you is, don't take the fact that he said he'll never trust you again, he never wants to be with you again. Don't take that personally. That's a battle with himself, not you.
I like the never say never, because it's going to come around again.
Right. And most of the time when someone says never, know that's a strong ass polarity, and the universe is gonna knock your ass out of that polarity. Okay, so know that is a battle he is facing in himself. He does not trust himself. He does not want to be with himself. He does not want to feel himself, right? So don't think that has anything to do with you. It has everything to do with him.
Whatever, I'm good.
So let me tap back in. General guidance. Okay, so let's do. Y'all, my toe is throbbing.
I wish.
I don't know about y'all, but I really trip up the stairs a lot. It's like my life. I be going up. I be fucking going up. But I be stumbling a little bit. Aisha! What's up, love? Danny, she says she loves your shirt.
Why, thank you. It's my brother Mike's shirt he gave me.
He unblocked you just to tell you that.
Wow.
So, okay. So what I felt from that is he actually really needs some, like, oh.
The love. Remember that? The scene in, whatchamacallit? The Constantine fucking thing?
So, one thing that I really want to share with you is sometimes our twin will reach out to us and say really nasty things because we're the ones that are able to neutralize the energy. It's the same soul, right? We have the same energy. We can transmute energy for ourselves, for each other, because we are one soul, right? Sometimes the twin will come up and say really ugly, nasty things, and at first we might shift into a negative polarity, right? And then we'll try to pick ourselves up and shift into a positive polarity, speak kindly to ourselves. Like, we try not to get too caught up in letting it break us down, but actually what we're doing is we're neutralizing the energy on our side, and then that ripples to their side to help them neutralize the energy. So what I heard from Spirit about him reaching out to you is he was really reaching out to your soul because he needs some help transmuting the energy and neutralizing the energy. And I feel like you are more in your heart space, that neutral energy, right? So just know, like, to go into compassion. Don't feel bad for him, because I'm not gonna lie, it is more like a distress. It's like a distress call, right? It's like he sent out this distress call, and what we don't realize is when we interact with our twin, we are hitting each other with straight up unconditional love. Like, sometimes it may get a little distorted through our thoughts, through our behavior, but, you know, it really activates a lot. Simple communication between twins really activates each other, right? And from what they're telling me, it was more like a distress call, and they want you to move into the energy of compassion because he actually he actually, your one, needs your help neutralizing that energy.
Celestine Prophecies is the movie we watched. Closer to the end, what they did, there was a man and a little girl, and what he did was he was giving love to the little girl, love energy, sending love energy to the little girl, and the little girl was sending love energy to him. When we send out love, it widens our aura, and it allows, that's the one gift, like I was saying to Lou, that's the one gift that you can give no matter what circumstance, right? And the more love you put out towards him, the more love that will consume you and envelop you and hold you. It's like a warm hug that you're giving him, but you're also giving it to yourself. Now, I got the Princess of Wands in reverse. Don't reach out. I think you're good with that. With that,
okay.
Nine of Swords underneath that is really stay out of your head when it comes to the message that he sent you. If you look on the bright side, he unblocked you, right? Even for that second. He unblocked you. That's progress. There's progress there. He spoke to you. He said something to you. That's progress. Now, I got 3 cards from Whispers of Grace Healing, Jessica.
Oh, this is a 20.
Yeah, it's a 20. God knew what he was doing when he created you. The second message is your beauty mesmerizes me. That could be the inner beauty, the outer beauty, whatever beauty. I watch you from afar, and this is what's going on. I watch you from afar, and I can't help it, but I can't let you know how much you affect me. Okay? Obviously, something happened, and you affected him, and he had to unblock you to tell you that he ain't never going to be with you again. Okay? So, that's a message confirming what just happened. 2 of Wands, don't go searching. 2 of Wands in reverse, don't go searching. Neutral space, hold neutral space. Don't go into the stories of like, we're never going to be together with the Hierophant in reverse. We're never this, never that. Fuck a never. Fuck a label. Fuck the story that your mind wants you to hear. Oh, you're back in heartbreak. Fuck heartbreak over this. Really, how many times have you been through things similar to this?
What I hear from that is do not go into doubt. Don't start doubting.
And
that's when you start to doubt, know that you're in your mind and you're not in your heart.
Right.
Okay?
Why? Soul to soul. Codependency is at play. Focus on building your confidence instead of looking for validation outside of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica!
You know what you feel, right? You don't need him to validate that.
No, you don't. You don't. And he's going through some things. Send love energy to him and stay out of your head. Keep that story from going on repeat yet again.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah.
Cool. Brittany, you're up next. Brittany, what is your question?
Rach.
We love you, Rachel. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Brittany.
That's some good words of encouragement, too, for you.
Brittany, and then Aaron, and then
Last
Christina
message
G.
for Rachel. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
You are all about the chicken tonight.
Oh, I'm going to get me some chicken.
Why are you
there's chicken bombs in the fridge.
Oh, but there's only 2.
Well, I got one.
Dreams like tells me the truth. Space. Oh yeah.
Dreams.
I would love any messages that I need to hear regarding my twin flame relationship. Please and thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. Of course.
Thank you. Come again. Okay, where is that twin flame tag? Downstairs in the basement? Oh, right in front of my face. Right in front of my face.
Brittany.
take this one. This is a friend, the Empress, Divine Feminine. Do your thing. Do what you gonna do. Yeah, that's just popped in my head.
So, Brittany, the first thing I feel from your energy, and I'm not tapped too far in, but I just tapped in just a little bit. And the first thing that I feel is kind of like this waiting, kind of a waiting bit of an energy. So there's like this energy of like creating stories about how the relationship is presenting itself on the 3D. Creating stories and narratives about how it looks right now. Okay, so I don't know if you're talking to your twin, if you're in separation with your twin. Let me see her comments. Where'd she go? But like I feel just kind of like some doubt, like doubting the connection or doubting that you're doubting your own intuition, actually. Okay. All right, Rachel. Thanks for stopping by, love. We love you,
Rachel. See you next Friday.
All right, Brittany. What's Brittany need to know?
I need one more card for Brittany. Of course, I got 4 more. I'm gonna one more card.
So have. So, okay, now I get it. So the story that they're wanting me to make you a little more aware of, that you're telling yourself, is when it comes to this connection, you have kind of taken what you felt between you two, true love and big dreams, and you've kind of put it on a pedestal. And you've kind of created a story that says, I can only receive this true love, unconditional love. This is the person I'm supposed to be with. This is where I get my happily ever after. This is my dream come true. And by having that story in play, right? By tapping into that energy with that story, right? I wish I could communicate that a little different. But by putting this person on a pedestal, you are only allowing yourself to receive love from this one way. And the universe isn't going to allow that because they want you to be in your heart space and do things for the right reason, for yourself, for the highest good of all, right? And there's something around loving yourself first. So I feel like, okay, they want me to say this one more time. So, because of the connection, you never felt a connection like you felt with your twin flame, right? You never really felt the depths of love until you met this person. And because of that, there's a story inside of you, a narrative that tells you that this is something special, that you can only receive that kind of love from this person, and that's not true, okay? So however you can release that story and get back into your heart and just allow and flow and surrender, that's a really big thing for you. So remember I said I felt like the chasing energy? They're wanting you to surrender that story, that this is the only way to get your happy ending, is what I just heard. This is not your happy ending. This is your happy ending. This true love for self is actually what you felt from this connection. It wasn't this person that created this beautiful and birthed this beautiful unconditional love within you. It was the reflection of self. It was the image of self. It was the energy of you being reflected back to you, right?
It opens your heart space up.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm. Divine Feminine. The Empress card with the Nine of Swords, self-sabotage and nightmares. Talking exactly about what Brooke is. Watch your thoughts, Page of Swords. Watch your thoughts.
Can't make shit up.
And the Seven of Swords, deception, self-deception. Those thoughts are what's deceiving you. I'm going to drop a bit of lead on you and say, when have you ever felt connected when you were in your mind and when you were in your headspace? Move back into your heart space. Move back into loving on yourself, being true to yourself. That's the truest form of love that we have.
Oh my God, I can't make this shut up.
Knight of Pentacles, it's steady progress, right? You always reverting back to self-love, staying out of the energy of trials and tribulations with the Nine of Wands, and loving on you, giving yourself messages of love. And as you love on yourself, you watch your twin or the one that's meant for you right now come and give you messages of love when you love on yourself and tell yourself and speak to yourself in a loving manner. Stay out of scarcity mindset.
Lack mentality, aka doubt.
I don't got it and I want it. It's not going to bring it to you.
And I feel like whatever the last experience you have with your twin is, whatever kind of felt a little bit negative between you and your twin, it's all pointing back to your image of self-worth, your self-love. Okay, so this is something that they want you to work on. They want you to work on loving yourself. They want you to work on, and like, I can't make this shit up. You see this card? Recognition. And what did I tell you? This right here, it wasn't about recognizing that it was your twin. It was about seeing yourself for the first time through this person. That's what it was, okay? So they're just kind of wanting you to shift out of putting this person on a pedestal and kind of refocus back to self and really start to acknowledge yourself. That love that was so intense and so special that you felt was you, baby. It was you, okay? And with the Tribe card being here in self-worth, and getting to know each other. This is the energy that is binding you two together, but I'm actually getting a different message for this. You need to get around people, a tribe, a community that understands what you're going through, that understands the journey that you're on, and people that are learning how to love themselves, right? That are building their self-worth and their confidence up. It's going to be really important for you to establish a tribe that is good for you so that they can be that mirror for you and keep reminding you of this, of self, loving yourself first, right? Okay.
Thank you so much, Brittany, for allowing us into your energy. We love you so much. And Aaron, you're up next.
Ooh, my sister.
Aaron. We get to play with Aaron. We were missing on you, Aaron. Big time.
So, Brittany, one thing you can do is, for tribe and community, we have the Love Vibe Tribe, but also, coming up here and hanging out with us. And because the thing is, like, when we get up here and connect, we exchange so many light codes. We exchange so much information. We reflect back to each other the parts of self that we need to see, We feel each other. But the Love Vibe Tribe on Facebook, and also, Nick and Dove from Twin Flame Revolution. Girl, if you don't know who they are, go check them out. Lee and Sherry. Twin Flames, Lee and Sherry. If you don't know who they are, go check them out. They're all on YouTube. Like I missed somebody. That was it. Yeah.
Sandra and Alan tomorrow.
And there's my YouTube channel, and we go live. We take turns going live on our channels every Friday.
And the mentorship, dropping the mentorship again. If you really want some hardcore guidance, it's going to walk you through these phases. You're in communication now. That's a step up. You can reach out to us.
Yeah, the mentorship, not only do you get personal sessions, but we do live group sessions as well. And we have a Facebook group just for the mentors, people in the mentorship.
Yeah, and the
you're welcome, love.
The group sessions have so much because
thank you, Tanya.
You have people in similar situations going through these things that have gained insight from us before or gained insight elsewhere, and all they want to do is hold you, right? So it's a beautiful space that's been created for all.
Thank you, Tanya. Y'all killing it. Thank you, moderators in the chat.
Those on the Twin Flame journey and those that aren't.
All right, Aaron. I feel a little bit of resistance.
That might just end up on the Twin Flame journey.
So what I'm feeling is it's like clearing this distortion within the heart chakra. It's like completely, like, you can think of the walls to your heart, right? And there's like this one wall that it looks like translucent, right? So it's still there, but like, oh, there's been so much cleared out of that space. But I do feel like there's going to be like a little bit more pressure. You may experience like a little bit more pressure to take that final step towards healing. Current energy is your commitment is being tested, and influencing energy. I hadn't even seen this yet. Expect powerful change. Okay.
Did she put her question up, or is it general?
Whatever the universe wants to tell me. Love you guys.
I love you too.
And what I want to remind you is, in those moments, remember to embrace your emotions, okay? I feel like that's like the last piece for you. I feel like the last piece of clearing that heart chakra block is, okay, I lied, they corrected me. So, wow, okay. So when it comes to removing the heart chakra block, it's not only about feeling your emotions, but you have to learn to express your emotions and be vulnerable with other people. Okay? Okay?
Oh, shit. So you got the Emperor. The Emperor came out. Could be divine masculine. Could be empowerment, right? Something's lifting you up, but it's also showing you some wounds that have come to light. I feel that you're healing those things too as you see them, but notice in this relationship that's very joyous. Like it's bringing all kinds of gratitude and love into your life. 3 of Cups. It's a journey. Page of Wands, right? There's a journey in every message that you guys exchange, right? That sometimes the journey is an uphill thing, and you know, it doesn't mean that uphill thing is going back to, you know, he ain't the one, this ain't the thing. It's just showing you the things that need healing, right? It's coming to you for a reason, and that reason is you got more work, soul work. I feel you're at the point. I don't think shit. I feel you're at the point where you can see these things, right? You can see them, and it's not so. You
know what you're healing.
Daunting, yeah, and that's what's beautiful about that mirror is having that mirror is you get to. You're not stagnant. There's very little room for stagnancy when someone is mirroring that back to you, right? Mm-hmm. And you get to see what's before you.
Like, I want to ask you something, Aaron. When you have those days when you're feeling really emotional, when you're kind of hurting a little bit because you're allowing yourself to feel the pain that's already there. Mm-hmm. I feel like maybe you're one of those people that kind of like meditate and contemplate. Like, I'm going to go do my spiritual practices. I'm going to isolate myself for a little bit. But they're wanting you to invite someone into that space with you. Okay? Mm-hmm. And just to confirm what I said earlier, shit's crazy. So, your commitment is being tested. Expect powerful change. A personal issue reaches its resolution. Show the world the real you. Okay? Adjustments are required. Don't let your past hold you back. And actually, that's what's funny is, when I first read this, I heard don't let your pride hold you back. And the last card, communication is key. So it's time to take all that inner self-work and embody your divine masculine energy. Give me the fucking card. Right? All that inner self-work with the divine feminine that you've done, all that meditating and contemplating, all that like stepping out of your comfort zone within yourself, being vulnerable within yourself. It's time to step out of your comfort zone and, you know, bring someone into that space.
Right. Vulnerability, opening up, showing your guts and saying, like, I know it doesn't look pretty, but this is me.
Like, you've learned to hold yourself when you cry, but is there anyone that holds you when you cry? You know? Meditated for about 3 hours today. I laid out in the grass like.
And. I'm not going to do.
What?
I'm not going to do the chair jacks you did. Jumping jacks, chair jacks. But
Aaron, I hope that helps, love.
That's the message we have for you, Aaron. We love you so much.
Love you.
Christina, you're up. Christina G in the house.
I knew you were going to say that.
And I got a message for you. Be specific, Christina G. This ain't no general. That's what they were saying. Don't do no general. Be specific. They want you to say what you know you want to say, but you're not saying it because you're saying general. Go. And we love you, Christina. You've been here since the beginning. Aaron.
Any messages my guys want me to know? Look, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't in it.
Oh, Spirit was saying be specific.
You're welcome, Aaron.
What is the first thing that comes to your mind, Christina? What is the first thing that comes to your mind that natal? Say it, say it, say it, say it, say it. That's what Spirit's saying to you. Say it, say it. So we'll let you retract that and put the real question. I know it's there. They gave me that message like three people back. They were like, Christina's going to try and get away with a general. But you need to keep on her.
Oh my gosh.
You need to keep on her.
Thanks again to all the mods in the chat. All the moderators.
We
really appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much.
Love you guys.
I have not used this deck in like...
Tanya, Christine, you are the best.
What's coming in for love? Well, that's a bit more specific.
Okay.
I'm using the vice versa deck. It's been a long time since I used this one.
What do you need? Oh, man.
Like a year.
God, damn it. I need to go this way?
I gotta dust the dust off it. Christina is the last one on the list. If you would like to get on the list, you can check out what Christine Bell dropped in the comments section or in the chat. Click on the link and away you go. Energy is feeling good. A lot better than when we first started.
I wish I knew how to use those because I sure don't.
Right?
I don't know how to use those cards.
Yeah.
They fuck me up.
Yeah.
And there's no words on them. Like, geez, I gotta count the pinnacles.
Count the pinnacles.
Fuck that. I ain't got no time. Anybody got time to be counting pinnacles? Okay.
Doa, we just got your donation. Thank you, love. We'll put you on the list.
Okay. So, Christina, when it comes to love, there is new love coming in for you. However, I don't want to say it's blocked, but it's like a little stunted in its flow. Because, what was it? I forgot.
Because...
Oh, no, wait. Oh, okay. So, I feel like whoever you were dealing with in the past, they never admitted something to you. Either they lied to you, or they hurt your feelings, or they never admitted how much they loved you, but they never admitted their true feelings for you, or they never admitted where they were wrong and asked for forgiveness. That's the thing. So it's something around they didn't admit something to you, either feelings or that they were wrong. They didn't ask for forgiveness, but when it comes to this new love coming in, even though they didn't ask you for that forgiveness, they need you to go back and give them forgiveness and compassion and find gratitude for that situation with that person, because that way you neutralize the energy, right? Because it still kind of has like a hold on your energy, which is why the new love that's coming in, we'll see in a minute, but the new energy you're stepping into is kind of like a push and pull is how it feels. Like, I'm going, but I'm not going. I'm going, I'm not going. I'm going, I'm not going. Like, that's how it feels, right? So I want to say that one more time. Whoever it was in the past that either lied to you, didn't tell you how they felt, right? They didn't admit something to you, and they didn't ask you for your forgiveness. They didn't tell you that they were sorry, right? They need you to go back and forgive that person, okay? Because, and they just smacked me with a lot of fucking emotion, because by going back and forgiving that person, it's going to neutralize the energy, right? It's going to release its grip on you, and because, like, there's a lot of emotion that's stuck there, right? And, you know, they won't, like, it's kind of like, here, let me kind of give you an image. It's like your inner child met this other inner child and, like, fell in love. And, like, deep down, like, there's that love, there's that passion. Like, this is my best fucking friend. But then, like, all of a sudden, your best friend, as a kid, your best friend, like, gets another friend, and they don't even tell you why they stopped talking to you, right? And then the inner child's like, did I do something wrong? Am I not good enough? Like, and then it kind of switches to, okay, well, it wasn't me, you know? It's not that I did anything wrong, but I wish they would say sorry because they really hurt my feelings, right? But this is a time for you to kind of like neutralize it yourself. It's actually like it's mastery energy, right?
What Brooke said, pretty much, the world's about to turn. It's in the reverse right now. Bottom of the deck, the world, the Nine of Swords, you know, releasing and getting a good night's sleep, releasing the fucking pain, releasing the burdens that have been held on to. I think you've been a process of doing this, and it's been really, really healing, right? Forgiveness is really saying Ho'oponopono, right? I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. Saying that 11 times consecutively.
That'll help.
And from your heart too, you know, all that pain, all the burdens you placed on me, turning my world upside down. I'm going to release that, and don't turn back. Don't turn back. Queen of Wands, moving forward, right? Moving forward, with the Fool card here to clarify the Queen of Wands. I can't pick these up off the desk. I got to slide them. The Fool card, all those leaves off that what the fuck is that?
A tree?
No, that thing. It's a flower.
The petals on the flower?
The petals on the flower. That's, what is it? It's the lily. Is it a lily? Right? You're putting those things to rest. Like you put them in dead people's hands, right?
Peace.
Letting those things lie and moving forward.
You don't need someone else to give you peace, right? Which, I mean, gosh, it would be so nice.
No, you can give you peace, and I think you're the only one that can. Right? It's safe for you to love. Allowing someone else in is going to be, you know, loving on yourself first, yes, but holding that space, the doors of your heart wide open to allow that in, right? Reigniting the passion within. And releasing the defeat, or releasing the energy of defeat. Like, I just feel defeated. You do have the Lover's card here, but there are boundaries at work that are holding you away from this great love that you've put into place. And with this It's Safe For You to Love card, you know, it's safe for you to love. So how are you holding yourself back from that? Forgiveness is going to be the key to open that heart space back up. And to me, I looked through the deck too, and you've got the Empress card here, or the Queen of Cups, right? Once your heart is open, you've taken that lid off the cup.
But you feel those emotions of what he or they put you through, right? Because whatever they did, it hurt you. Like, it hurt you, and it really made you question your self-worth. But now it's kind of going back and, like, rebuilding your confidence, like loving on yourself and really reassuring self that, like, baby, you were good enough the whole time. Do not take your worth. Your worth is not validated on how somebody else chooses to show up. Ain't that right, Aaron? Right? Aaron knows all about this. But the key, remember, I feel that love coming in, right? But the key to this new love, right? The key to this new love is, with the fifth dimension being here and the reverse and separation, the only thing that's keeping this, it's not that you're blocking it, but it's kind of like you're going around it in circles. You're not blocking it, but you're going around it in circles. And you keep coming back to the same point. So start to recognize the pattern, right? And the key to all of this is really allowing yourself to get in your heart and feel where they did you dirty. Feel where they did you wrong, you know? And one process, it's called the change initiation process, would work perfectly for this. So if you want to schedule a session with us and we can kind of help you with that, or if you just want to purchase the change initiation process and try it yourself, but it's a process to like to heal, right? To initiate healing and change in any aspect of your life. And it's just like that one little thing that kind of needs to take place for it to really flow instead of going in circles, right? But the first part is acceptance, right? The second part is taking responsibility. Because I doubt this person, or even if they did, if this person told you that you weren't good enough, told you were a piece of shit, either they did say that to you and you accepted it as your truth, and then you started to believe it a little bit, right? And, you know, we have to take responsibility for the fact that, yeah, they may have done something, but I'm never a victim. I'm the creator of my reality. And if I felt like I wasn't good enough, it's not because of what someone else did or said. It's because I've allowed it to be true in my own heart, right? Which separates you from self. Yeah. And then so it's acceptance, responsibility, and then forgiveness, right? And that's kind of where I feel like you are with practicing with the forgiveness aspect, forgiving yourself for believing their bullshit, forgiving yourself for putting yourself in a situation that you knew was going to lead you to where you didn't want to be, but having that hope that it wouldn't, right? Forgiving yourself for not listening to your intuition, forgiving them. And then after forgiveness is compassion, being compassionate because this person played a really difficult role in your life, you know? On the other side, y'all are really, really close soulmates. Like, you've been to this life multiple times, and you've done this together. You've danced together. You've played together. Your inner child loves them. And you have to accept that, because there's a little bit of bitterness too. Like, the inner child's like, what the fuck, man? Like, you're supposed to be my ride or die. Like, what the fuck? Right? So then we try to tell ourselves that we don't care, when in reality, like, you love them, and that's okay. We have to embrace and accept that too. So after forgiveness is compassion, and then after compassion, which neutralizes. Forgiveness and compassion is very neutral energy, and then gratitude. Find a way to be grateful, and find a way to make this story between you guys this time be a story that empowers you, not devours you. Okay? All right.
Thank you so much, Christina G.
I want a chicken bomb.
I do. I want a chicken bomb too. We got Doa up, and that's our last read, or we want to...
I'm good after that one.
We're good after that.
I need some food, y'all. Okay.
The list is closed.
Little big girl got to eat. Who's Doa?
Doa.
No, I've heard
post your question. Say I'm Doa, and then post your question.
You're so welcome, Christina. We love you.
And she got the full blown mini.
Full blown mini.
Full blown mini for Doa.
List is closed. Yes, thank you. I literally just thought that in my head, then I saw it pop up on the screen.
List is closed. The gates are now closed. D.I. There we go. She goes by D.
Okay.
Oh, I remember D. We did a reading for her. Yeah. What's your question, D?
Hello, D. What's up, love? How can we serve you tonight?
Mm-hmm.
What can we do for you?
And then we're going to get some chicken bomb in us.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you want 2 questions? Okay.
Sounds good. So, 2-3 cards.
Good night, Aisha. We love you, beautiful.
Yes, we love you.
Love you so much.
Thank you for tuning in from Cali.
Okay, Michelle. I need to listen to the other ones. I don't think I listened to both of them. Big little girl gotta eat day, for real though.
Will I get the opportunity to move into a new apartment soon?
Okay, and you can drop your other question too. You want to take that one?
Sure.
And I'll get on the other question. I feel like that's a question Danny needs to answer that one. Oh, those cards are perfect for that.
I know, right?
Yeah. D, he's got you on that one, and I'll answer your second question if you'd like.
Will he move in with me? I'm just...
Oh, I was like, for real? Apartments. Sure. Does Tim have to? I knew the second one was about love, and I knew that one was for me and that one was for Danny. Awesome. Okay. We got you, Dean. We got you. You're so welcome, love. D, I gotta ask you something. Have you recently had an experience where, like, you cried so hard that your eyes pure burned? How does that resonate with you? Or, like, you were so upset that, like, your eyes pure hurt from crying? I'm gonna wait and see what you say before I tap into it. What's his name? And my feelings for me. What's that energy about, D? Not burned? They're just making me feel like recently you had a moment where, like, your emotions hit so hard that, like, I'm seeing like eyes that are real kind of like puffy, and like your eyes are kind of red. Okay. So let's see what comes up. I wonder why they brought that up. Okay, I understand. I feel like that moment, even though I feel like to you it didn't look like it was a good thing, they're telling me that moment, they kind of put all this pressure on you to feel that deeply, because I feel like it was like it was an intense emotional feeling, okay? And probably afterwards you felt like really fucking drained. And it was actually very clearing and very cleansing to you. So they're wanting me to tell you that so that you don't look at that moment and like think of it as a negative thing or tell a negative story about it, or look at that moment and connotate it negatively, because it was actually something that was really helpful. They said that, like, they're sorry that it had to feel that way, but they were doing it for you, not to you, okay? You go ahead, baby.
Now, with regards to the apartment, truly, yes. I even took the pendulum and I asked that question. Now, they did have a specific message. If you're in search of an apartment, and you may even go through this, actually. You're in search of an apartment, you find the perfect one, and then it falls through. It's maybe not the apartment you're hoping for, but the perfect one, a better one, will open up that will be your safe space. So, like the message that Brooke was getting, it's a similar message as well. Don't worry, okay, and don't go into those dashed expectations of like, oh well, that was perfect and I lost it, and I'm never going to find the right one, because that energy will just continually come at you, right? That's the law of attraction right there in plain view. Now, this positivity, faith, and optimism card I pulled for you.
Okay.
Right? That has a very similar message. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. So, the perfect home will come to me, and it will exceed my expectations, right? I'm going to lay my expectations down at Spirit's feet, and I'm going to trust that my safe space will come to me. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with your path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. And God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source
These are beautiful cards.
Of spirit.
Really beautiful cards.
And your faith opens the doorway to receive. So that faith of my safe space will come to me, is really what's going to pull it right home and give you the home that you seek. In God, in spirit, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. So yes, you will find a place that's so beautiful. You'll be like, wow, that place was great, but this place is it's home.
All right, D. You ready, girl? You ready? Okay. D, let me tell you. This card, Finances and Careers, it came up in the reverse. I put it back in the deck. It came back out. Danny is tapping into the Finances and Careers part. But what they're telling me is you're actually really stressed out about like your finances and careers and like the monetary things, your living situation, and the key to it all. So to think about this energy right here, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of worry here, right? And it's so intense, that worry, that fear, that insecurity, right? It's actually rippling out into every aspect of your life. So I feel like you said something about you were upset about a few things. And it's just a reflection of like the insecurities and fear about the finances. It's starting to affect your love life, your relationships, the friends. And it's only doing that, to create a shift, a positive shift. You got something you want to say?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So that's the first thing that I want you to know is they need you need yourself. You really got to let go of the control. That is the key to all of this. And I feel like you're one of those people where you're like, I don't need any help. I got this. I'm a boss ass bitch. I can do this. I don't need you, right? But that's still control issues, okay? So the key to the relationships, look at this right here, girl. We got true love, past life relationship, flirt, honeymoon, and calling in your soulmate. But under true love is unrequited love, right? And you're needing to find a balance of being neutrality and being in your heart space and get out of your mind. The logical mind is very limited. Hence the reason there's like the scarcity mindset, the lack mentality, right? And the key to all of this, to transform the energy between your finances, your living situations, your friends, your romance, it all has to do around you letting go of control, surrendering your logical thinking, and getting into your heart and making decisions that are best for you. And then the other part of the key, so there's like two keys to this energy. One is surrendering and letting go of control, getting out of your head and getting into your heart. The second part is you got to let people help you. Like there are people that love you. There are people that were literally sent by God to help you and assist you. But no one can make you allow them to help you, right? But we're not meant to do this alone. And if we try to do it alone, things are going to get kind of messed up. You know what I mean? That's a really strong polarity that I don't need anybody else. That's a very strong belief, okay? And the universe is going to come around and balance that energy through you. It's a very strong negative polarity. So the energy that's going to come back to reestablish balance is you're going to experience really negative energy, right? But if you shift that, maybe add a little bit of positivity to it and then kind of find like a neutral standpoint, a surrender. So forgiveness, compassion, gratitude, and surrender. Those are all energies of neutrality. okay? Because I know for some of you, like, you kind of need some help understanding, what does it mean to be neutral? What does it mean to hold a heart space life, like heart-based living? And like, some of the energies you can embody to step into neutrality are forgiveness, compassion, surrender, and gratitude, okay? But girl, when it comes to the soulmate, I don't know if this is actually about the person you asked about, but because of the needing to maintain control, there is someone around you, calling in your soulmate, flirt. Like, there's someone around you that really wants to get to know you, but because you're so guarded, you don't let them in. Or there's someone right in front of you and you don't even see him because you're so worried and focused on the future or worrying about the past or something like that, right? So again, the neutrality, the getting in your heart space, it brings you to the present moment. Yeah, that's what I got for you, love.
My last card,
Sandra and Alan?
It is. My last card for you, because I only pulled 2, but she pulled like 8, 9, 10, something like that, is Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. You are creating heaven or hell on earth.
Hope that helps. Through
what controls your thoughts. Manifest in 3D, stay in your heart. And that's what's going to come towards you. Especially with her message of like, allow your friends to help you kind of thing. You know, you can put it out there in a loving way, just through talking with your friends and stuff, saying you're looking for a place to call home and a sacred space, and even like
you don't talk like that at all.
And even like, and even to the point where you allow, right, people to come in and say, well, I got a space. You create that space for them to share that and watch that perfect place come to you. Mm-hmm. You know, release the control issues like, oh shit, I need a house by fucking 1 o'clock on Friday and I'm looking through the paper and all this shit. And no, you don't even need to do any of that. Spirit's saying, trust in us. We'll help you create that heaven on earth. It's happening.
I know you don't, D. I can feel it when he said it. It's so cute, baby. He said, ask your friends, tell them you're looking for home and a sacred place. Yes. He said, listen.
All right. That's it. We're done. We're out of here. Hey, Sandra now. Bye, Sandra now. See you tomorrow, Sandra now. Twin Flame.
D, we love you.
TFRlive.com. We're going to be there at 4 o'clock tomorrow night. Come check us out.
You're so welcome, love. Embrace the people that are around you, okay? And everybody in the chat, Christine Bell, Tanya, thank y'all for moderating. Y'all did freaking awesome. Aaron, Michelle, Christina, if you're still here. Everybody, I love you guys. Thank y'all for always showing up for us. Mm-hmm. Thank you for all the abundance and love that you bring into our life. We love you guys.
And with that, Empress of Duality out.
Okay, bye.